What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me. This is Gaming with Embers, and today I'm going to be talking about WarFriends and the best war cards no one likely uses, but they should. So, quick tutorial about before I get into that, let me just activate and upgrade my troops and my weapons really fast. Bear with me. Oh, and let me claim my free card again. Remember, you always want to log in every hour, craft your junk card so you get a better card. Like, I just got a gold drone, so which is awesome. So let me just kind of craft a bit more. Okay, back to the video at hand. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna talk about 1 to 2 cards for gold, silver, and bronze that players should use, but they probably don't because it involves a bit more strategy. So for the gold, there's 2 cards that are actually really good, and they're right here. First one's called Shield Apocalypse, and essentially it destroys 3 enemy shields instantly. The reason why this is really good is if you catch your enemy off guard, you can just mow him down with ammo really quick. The second one is Swift Mobility. Essentially, you're invincible for 8 seconds. Now, I'm amazed this card does not get used more because if you think about it, 8 seconds is a really long time. And you're invincible, meaning you can shoot out in the open for 8 seconds and you will not take any damage. That is a huge advantage, particularly if you have a decent amount of troops out on your side. You can really just obliterate your enemy's troops and the enemy himself. Next, silver. Now, for the most part, people use these cards. The paratroopers, the grenadier, makes perfect sense. They're great cards. Any card that puts more troops out on the field gives you a great advantage. But there's one card that I particularly like, which is the freeze card. The freeze card freezes the enemy for 5 seconds. And the reason it's a nice card is because essentially, if you can catch your enemy poking out behind a shield, you freeze him for 5 seconds, you can do some decent damage. You can get about 3 to 4 shots off. And that's just you. That doesn't include your troops. So, if you have a decent amount of troops out, if you can freeze the guy, if you can catch him peeking outside of the shield, you can do some serious damage. The other one that I always like to use it's kind of straightforward, but it is the med kit. You can never have enough health because typically you're always going to get hit somewhat, and it's always better to have a med kit on hand. I prefer using this one over the gold one because I think there's other gold cards more valuable than the gold med kit. Now, going down to bronze. Most people don't even bother with these, but I actually think these are actually pretty good. I actually have one missing in here. It's actually a turret. I'm sorry, it's mines, but the My Friend turret and the Plague work well. And there's another one which is basically it's landmines, and it's a copper one as well. The reason the turret is great is because it forces your enemy to have another item to focus down on, and at the same time it's kind of like a troop, yet it's stationary. But again, a lot of times your enemy doesn't always see turrets, and one of the things I've noticed is people tend to shoot troops over turrets first. So if you just toss this guy out there, you'd be really surprised how long he's still out there. The Plague is also good for a bronze card. And then the one that I don't have, which I do use if I have it, is the Mines, which I wish I had. So those are the few cards I think a lot of players don't use, but they should. There's clearly a lot of cards that are what I would consider crap cards, like this booby trap card. I don't know. An ammo box. Or anything with a crate, because the issue is any card that gives you something with a crate, the problem is your enemy can steal the crate. So unless you can guarantee that you can get the crate, it's not a card that I would play. But for the most part, for gold, I would definitely say try out the Shield, Apocalypse, and the Swift Mobility. These cards, you know, they can make and break a game. If you use these cards at the right time, it will obliterate your enemy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been Gaming with Embers, and I'll see you soon.